Hello, YouTube family. Doing this video tonight for y'all because this is just a video that was put on my heart. And y'all know what I always say, that I do videos based upon my heart and not the thoughts or what I think people want to hear. Because regardless of what, I feel like maybe one of my videos could reach one person. Each video over time can at least reach one person. A person should be able to go to my channel and see a topic relevant to something that they're going through, because that's what I'm doing it. I'm doing it based upon it's situational. My channel is situational. So what this situation or this topic is tonight is, so I crossed it off my list. So I got a whole bunch of other ones. Bear with me, y'all. I'm just gonna do it on the world hated me long before it hated you. It was really another topic that I wanted to do, but y'all bear with me. I'll probably, you know what I'm saying, because I feel inclined to do that topic, to do it. But I'm going to go ahead and go with the one that okay, I know what I was going to do, exactly what I was going to do. But I'm just going to do both of these topics. How about that? How about that? Since I'm going to go ahead and do this topic, and I'm going to do this topic and break it down, because it's situational. It's things that I've been through, things that I've realized. So, I was going to do this video on, it's healthy to take a break from social media. In my life, it has been very healthy to take a break from social media. It's been healthy because y'all know that Facebook and other apps that they have out there are very brainwashing. I don't let it brainwash me, but plenty of other people let it brainwash them. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you and somebody could be vibing with each other, depending on, it could be anybody. It could be a sister, brother, mama, significant other, child, or whatever. Often, the first thing people do as soon as they get mad at you, they run straight to Facebook and they throw a subliminal. It's done happened to me several times in my life. And, you know, certain people, I don't even be wanting to be their friend on Facebook, because it's like, if I be your friend on Facebook, I know the type of person you are and what type of tactics and games you play. You start putting things on there that has will shoot an aim at you. But unfortunately, I would say throughout the whole time of me having social media, which has been probably, how old am I? I'm 34. So I probably had it at least 20 years. So it ain't been too many people try me like that. Because I always, I don't have time for the tit and tat games. My temper has always been too small, and I've always been blessed to know that life is too short. And I always just try to spread love anyway. But like I say, I don't just try to let people get over me. So, getting back to my point, people often run to social media. That's the first thing that they want to do, and throw a subliminal. Um, yes, it's been at least 5 or 6 people, I would say, to do something like that, but I don't ever play into it or do it back. And that's the thing with me, though. I don't, result to doing stuff back, because it just ends up to be a game that somebody has to tap out of, and it just ain't healthy. So, and then the second thing is comparisons. You often subconsciously start comparing yourself to others. I don't believe that I do, but like I just said, it's often subconsciously. It's consciously and subconsciously. A lot of times, people, they perform an illusion on there. Not only that, bad company ruins good morals. So if you see a whole bunch of people on there saying all this bad stuff, and that's all that you're seeing and being fed, sometimes you can digest that stuff, and it needs to be regurgitated. And it needs to be regurgitated through not doing it for a while. Fast off of it. Stop it. Whatever you need to do. I think it's very powerful for a person to not care about social media or be willing to give up social media. To be honest with you, I don't care too much for social media. I am doing this YouTube thing, but it's to get my message out. I'm not too big on Facebook. Never been a MySpace or anything. I've always been in the action, in the real life type person, out here working and trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really find that as a source of entertainment. Not no offense to anybody who may. I do have, you know, social media, but I don't get too wrapped up in it because for me, I feel like it's one of it's one of the things, the tools that the devil uses to destroy us. So, um, what else about social media? It's just very cruel jokes. A lot of times you see, it's easy for infidelity to be a problem. Um, Lust, um, violence, you name it. So sometimes, not just social media, TV, the radio. Sometimes I think that we just need to take a break from things and hear peace so we can actually hear from God. Because if we're hearing stuff constantly, noises and the world and everything that's around us, we don't have time to hear God and what He is doing. So if every time that we have a moment of peace, if we're sitting there taking that device and getting on there, and you know what I'm saying, looking at other people's lives, prying, and you know what I'm saying, just having the ability to freely scour through people's lives and etc. Um, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, and I just feel like this is one of the things and tools that's being used to to uh to to destroy the morality and the morale that we have, and it's been that way for a while without social media. But so sometimes, like I said, you just have to fast from that and take a break if you care about your your inner peace, your inner self, and you know, just being able to test yourself and seeing if you can go without the norms of the world and stuff. So my next topic is going to be, um the Lord says, the world hated me long before it hated you. So I'm doing this one right here, this topic, because um we I don't know about y'all, but it's done been different phases in my life where I felt like I was the everything. On another one of my videos, the ist, the best, the dopest, the prettiest, the nicest, the ist. And I know I may not be doing looking like this and that or whatever now, but I honest to God, that's not my message. That's why I could get up here any type of way. You know what I'm saying? I am me. But um what I was saying is it's done been times where you just feel like, you know, you're somebody for the most part. And then it's other times in your life you feel like everybody hates you. You're not nothing, whatever. But um God says the world hated me long before it hated you. So I'm gonna go to that Bible passage because it's very important, because sometimes the enemy arise against you and they'll say things like well, everybody ain't in the wrong and it must be you if everybody feel like, but God just clearly said that the world hated me long before it hated you. And often when people in the world feel like that towards you, is because they are of the world and you are not of the world. So y'all gonna have a conflict in interest, a conflict in the spiritual realm. So I'm gonna go to this Bible verse. Like I said, shout out to Bible Hub, one of the best apps you can use. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, that's John 15:18, y'all. It says, if the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. So if you feel like everywhere you go, you just can't get a break, um, people mean to you, they cruel to you and stuff, um, you know what I'm saying, and you doing right and you trying to live, by God and stuff, and you having this problem. That's what it is. You're not of the world. But the hatred of the world is the context. It says, "This is my command to you: love one another." If the world hates you, understands that it hated me first. If you were of the world, it would love you as its own. Instead, the world hates you because you are not of the world. And that's why I feel like I have a lot of the problems that I have, because I have a good heart, and I try to do things the right way and stuff. And like I said in another one of my videos, it's a dog eat dog world. So while I'm trying to do right, a person is trying to get me. And then when they get me, I feel some type of way and I say something about it. And then they're shocked that I say something about it. So it becomes to be an argument because they did something to me and I'm saying something and they're saying something back. So it's resulting as an argument. So that's why you have to just leave people alone that have the hatred in the world of them. And it said, instead, the world hates you because you are not of the world. I have chosen you out of the world. And I'm just thankful of God's glory and his grace, because I really don't deal with anybody, to be honest with you. I'm pretty known. People know me. I know people, but at this point in life, I don't really deal with people. And it's been several times where I didn't, but people always wanted to creep in my life to, you know, just bring the stuff. But at 34, I'm learning how to maneuver through this and what I need to do, and just with the gospel of Jesus, um, I'm able to get through. So I do want to read more in depth of John 15:18 though. Hopefully I could read more. Okay, there we go. If the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world will love you as its own. But because you are not of the world, but I choose you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. Remember the word that I say unto you: a servant is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they keep my word, they will also keep yours. If they kept my word, they will also keep yours. But all these things they will do to you on account of my name, because they do not know him who sent me. If I had not come and spoken to them, they would have been guilty of sin. So, uh, it's basically, I'm going to back up. When it says a servant is no greater than his master, it's basically saying to me in my life that, you know what I'm saying? We all serve as a purpose to make a purpose. We can't do this. One role can't do something without the other. And not necessarily that. It's just like, you know, a servant. A servant is there to serve the master. A master is important because they're paying the servant and helping the servant survive. Um, Perhaps even giving the servant somewhere to live. But on the other hand, the servant is the one that is doing for the master. So both of them have a position in the same place. And basically, if they persecuted Jesus, they're gonna persecute us. So if it feel like people can't keep your word, why would they keep your word and they don't keep the word of Jesus? Um, and it says, because they do not know him who sent me. A lot of people don't know God. They don't know Jesus. So that's where a lot of that hatred from the world comes from. If I had not come and spoken to them, they would not have been guilty of sin. But now they have no excuse for their sin. Well, God, he died on the cross for us. We have the basic instructions before leaving earth. And there's no excuse for our sin. Whoever hates me hates my Father also. I had not done among them the works that no one else did. They would not be guilty of sin, but now they have seen and hated both me and my Father. But the word that is written, their law must be fulfilled. They hated with me without cause. A lot of people do too. They hate you, and I done had a person hate me, and I asked them why, and they couldn't give me a reason. So it happens, man. It really does happen, and it hurts. But once you become aware of what you're dealing with, it don't hurt at all no more. You know what I'm saying? You become to be immune to what you're looking at and know how to maneuver around that and get through this in the glory of God, by the glory of God. But I'm going to end this video. Y'all have a good night.